Have you heard about the new COVID-19 strain? Is it the deadliest we've encountered or just another reason for vaccination? Let's talk about this new player on the field, EG.5. It's the latest subvariant of the coronavirus, and early reports suggest it's the most transmittable yet. Now that's a title that used to belong to another Omicron subvariant, XBB. 1.16, also known as Arcturus. But EG.5, it seems, has raced past Arcturus, stirring up a storm of its own. But here's where things get interesting. EG.5 has a unique mutation in its spike protein. This mutation is significant because it hints at a potential for immune evasion. In simpler terms, this means that EG.5 could potentially sidestep our body's immune response. An alarming possibility, isn't it? But before we let panic set in, let's remember that we're dealing with a virus that has thrown us curveballs before. Each new strain brings its own set of challenges, and each time, we've found ways to adapt and respond. So, EG.5 has certainly made its presence known, but is this a cause for alarm? Let's delve deeper in the next scene. Now let's ponder over vaccinations. Are they merely a scheme or an essential shield against these ever-evolving strains? Recently, the FDA approved, and the CDC recommended updated COVID-19 vaccines targeting the new strains, including the XBB 1.5 subvariant, a descendant of the Omicron variant. This approval comes as part of a concerted effort to bolster our defenses and mitigate severe outcomes such as hospitalization and death. These vaccines are not just for a select few. They are recommended for everyone 6 months and older, with specific dosing guidelines varying based on age and previous vaccination status. High-risk individuals are particularly encouraged to get vaccinated before peak illness season, acting as a precautionary measure against the worst-case scenario. But how does this picture fit into the global context? What do the world population statistics of vaccinated people tell us? It's interesting to note that only 17% of Americans received the updated COVID booster last year. This tells us that despite the availability and recommendation of these vaccines, there is still a considerable gap to be bridged. The conversation around vaccines is complex and multifaceted, encompassing elements of personal choice, public health, and the fight against misinformation. However, amidst this complexity, one fact remains clear. Vaccines have played a crucial role in reducing the severity of disease and preventing hospitalizations. So, while vaccines continue to stir debates, their role in curbing the pandemic's impact is undeniable. To wrap it up, let's revisit our key points. We've delved into the traits of the new COVID-19 strain, EG.5, which is shown to be highly transmissible, surpassing its predecessor, XBB 1.16. It's crucial to note that this doesn't automatically translate into deadlier outcomes. The importance of vaccines, including the newly approved COVID boosters, can't be overstated. They play a pivotal role in our defense against severe outcomes. It's also essential to remember that flu shots and RSV vaccines are recommended, especially for high-risk individuals. Let's not lose sight of the importance of staying informed and making decisions based on credible sources. Remember, in this ever-changing pandemic landscape, knowledge is our best defense. Stay informed, stay safe.